Excuse me. Hello, Banana Walrus. Okay, it's time. Wouldn't believe it, but it's time for more Touhou. Crazy, I know. That's the problem. I'm too fired up right now. I guess spend all my brain power to not let myself accidentally just walk into a bullet right now. Okay, can we get a first try Michael of the day? That'd be pretty quirky. Did you get over here? Michael, proceed to walk to the right, so not the shooter. Hello, 11, hope you're doing well. Girl! You just kept going left. And now it's over. Now it's over for me. Time to retire for the day. GG. Okay, that was just the warm-up. That was just practice. I'm too antsy. It's not good for Mickey right now. Just playing. Oh, hold up, one minute. Ooh. Oh. What's to explain about the image? People seem to like the character on the bottom right the most. I don't see anything else noteworthy about it. You're saying we should you think we should do one of those for Touhou? Is that like what you want to explain? Like, I don't know what the explanation is. I don't understand Japanese. I could try to translate it, or that might be Korean. Because I'm pretty sure Blue Archive is Korean. Because Koreans try not to make gacha game impossible challenge. Remy would win that contest in Touhou props. I don't know. That was a stupid line. I should not be rewarded for doing a bad line. I think Remy would be up there for sure, but first of all, it depends on who you count in the list, right? Because there are a number of characters that, like, you could. And like, because some people would consider certain characters, yes, some people no. Like, what about Koishi? Some people consider her the forbidden L word. And not forbidden for me, I'm just saying, you know, Twitch might not like, Twitch doesn't love it that much. I can say it a little bit, but, you know, like, doing caution. But obviously, like, Flan exists. Chirno's a meme, but Chirno definitely exists. Yeah, love, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Chirno's a bit of a meme, but, like, that's enough to catapult her up to, you know, fairly popular in this regard. And even, like Yomu can get looked at this, Marissa gets thrown in this category. Dude, I'm too wired right now. I literally ate, worked out, and then I'm here, and now I'm too high wired. I'm not even on any caffeine right now. Okay, and obviously not to mention Remy's sister, Flonny Blonny B, who also would be up there rivaling in contention. I think Remy is definitely a fair choice for potentially #1, but I don't think it's a. I don't think it's an obvious who takes the cake there. This non is disgusting. People want to embrace Remy the Fly. Depends on where you interact. What parts of the fandom. Right? The younger the audience, more likely they are to like Flan more than Remy. Kind of similar thing with Koishi that over Satori, but Koishi's more popular as a whole, so it's less notable there, but still. The Kugogaki. What does that mean? Did I just say a profanity? Is that what you made me do? Also, where's my Aya Ace Attorney translation? I can't believe I've missed 2 4 waves in a row. I can, I'm playing Raymond, what am I talking about? Not equal nuclear code to the United States. The FBI will kill you. Shame. right when I just started playing Xenoblade again. I've been getting the itch all week, and then this morning I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start playing Xenoblade 1 again. And that's also probably partially why I'm so fired up right now. Because I've been antsy about playing that game. Okay, I'm talking about Xenoblade 1, not Xenoblade 2. Xenoblade 2 is a good game, but Xenoblade 1 is my favorite. Also, Pyro's better than Mithra. Like, that's also just, like, objectively true. If you disagree with me, then you're clearly wrong. Listen, I like Xenoblade 2 and its fan service appeal and the horniness of some of the characters, but like Xenoblade 1 to me is forever to go. SMH my head. I mean, prior to Touhou, Xenoblade was my favorite series of all time. It's just Touhou's kind of take over that top spot, but, you know, Xenoblade is close second, not gonna lie. Popularized by the appearance in Smash. Pyro and Mithra, not really. Xenoblade got a lot of attention because of Smash, but that was back in Smash 4 because Schultz got added. This is before Pyro and Mithra were even a thing. Because Xenoblade kind of went from a really niche, like, cult following, like, small thing, to being a lot more popular after Schultz got added to Smash. In fact, that's how I found out about Xenoblade, was I asked my brother, who's Schultz? Where's he from? He was like, I think it's like Xenoblade. He knew nothing about the series, but he heard of it, and then I got into Xenoblade, and it became my favorite thing. But then Xenoblade 2 came out, and this was before Ultimate, right? And before Pyro got into Ultimate as well, because they were at it much later, DLC, I believe. And so Xenoblade 2 came out. Xenoblade 2 was a big selling game as well for Nintendo products. So that did a lot. In fact, it sold better than Xenoblade 1 as a whole, which is slightly sad. But Xenoblade 2 is still a great game in my opinion. And the anime titty kind of meme, especially because, like, she's technically designed by a hentai artist, even though there's nothing explicit in the game. It became a popular thing. So there was a lot of memes, a lot of stuff going around communities at the time over Pyro, and that was before she was in Smash. And Smash just kind of re-engaged the conversation with Pyro. So I think it helped her popularity a bit. Don't get me wrong, but I think Smash put Xenoblade on the map, but Xenoblade 2 coming out really... Fuck you! Why did you go so far to the left? Really put herself in her own line. In my opinion, as to what happened. Sanyo again? Got decided to say Sanyo every day, except Wednesday. Wednesday's the no Touhou day. Unless I happen to play on my own, but that's rare. I love this. I love when you're this low. My favorite pastime. Listen, Sanyo will become my most practiced boss in the entire game. I mean, she currently is, don't get me wrong. And she will remain as such literally throughout the entirety of this game. Making the great rule low? What do you mean? Sanyo's here, it's not low. This is one of those attacks where I really, really wish homing was like a thing. It's the fourth wave! Restart from the beginning of the stage to practice. You also spell practice wrong though, so your point is invalid. The first spell is such a weird attack to, like, try to do well. I like it a bit. It is a bit infuriating at times. The fact that there's just lingering bullets from the last wave is kind of the most annoying aspect of the attack. In my opinion. My onion. It's like sometimes you just get that wave, but like, where are you supposed to look? You're right there. You're right. Like right over there. I thought that bullet would have been more to the right. It would have given me an opening, but I was wrong. Too much. Stumble upon the strat of dodging the bullets yet. No, I'm still trying to find that strat. Ooh, terrible line. Yeah, go straight for where the old bullet is. I've gotten good at that strat on Non 3 and Spell 3. And a bit on Spell 2. But, are you there yet? What's there? Because maybe, depending on what your definition is. Like, non-1 kind of, like, annoys me a bit, but that's just because it's, like, it's the first attack, so I see it all the time. It's Spell 1 and non-2 that are the real joy killers. And I'm really struggling at non-2 right now. Like, some of my not one issues, I just kind of get too complacent on it after I've done it too much. I'm not too concerned about that. I mean, it's a hard attack, but it's not like it's the biggest. It's really this. I panicked at the end. It's really that spell and this fucking non. This spell's quirky. It's not too bad, but it's quirky at times. There are times where it just like it's like, what if I did this? What if I did something that was a little quirkalicious? This non is also kind of similar. Like, it's mostly fine. Okay, and then I just walked right into the bullet. Like, I had the dodge, and I just tapped right back. We do a little trolling. Do some of this, because this doesn't require, like, strat. It's all just reaction. So you just kind of like do, or you don't. Ooh, look at that, up to 77. Only 23 away from Master. Not bad, not bad. And we all know the rule about Master is once you have the Master in the top right, you will never die to the attack ever again. That's how it works. Oh, good line. I just need to have gone down a little bit. It's a good escape route, but she had a plan there, and I saw the plan, but I couldn't do it. I wasn't sure how to approach that. What we got here? Pretty enough. So fun for the guy, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Wow, I really edged the shit out of that giant red ball. Remember none to. The ghost of the non-too fast. Gonna create an awkward line because it's a little tall. So we go to the outside. Love that. I love how I've been getting better at that. That doesn't get faster if I message you off. What? Spell one? fucking long is this spell? You Pila Killer! There was one last dodge I had to make and then she would have died. You cucker. Damn. Damn, that was a sick one. Although most of those cats tend to be pretty sick. Oh, I hate you, Num 3. Just finish the Ice Fairy? No. I still gotta do the challenge mode of Koichi. I did regular Koichi, but I gotta do the challenge. I gotta do the challenge mode as well. Damn. Damn, what a cap. Oh, that spell is so much fun. I almost forgot. Okay, follow throw, thank you, thank you. Less damage, but just play to the opposite end. It's so much safer. I think I should play as aggressive on this attack. Maybe I should play aggressive on this attack. Ah, diddly dude. We're not about to fade dive you this buffer crowd. No, I'm enjoying the fact that I'm not playing that space right now. Not that I dislike the game, I like the game a lot, it's my favorite Touhou games, but I'm enjoying the Mountain of Fate exploration. Good idea. Like, didn't reach go up enough quick enough. Ooh. Put you at high up crisscross between that light blue and the yellowish one. I could have gone over it, but I was trying to cut back down. Up to 80, up to 80. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, I diddly trapped myself. Damn it. Ooh, I had done like 2 sort of panic dodges in a row, and then I lost myself, so I couldn't pick up my footing quick enough. The rare 6 needle green. I gotta take a break from you tomorrow soon. Keep exiting right into the light blue bullet. Amazing will try. Bro, hopefully. Amazing will try. Hopefully. As long as nothing bad happens. Opium. This felt so long, bro. Like, it's like 40, 45 seconds on a cap. Ooh, that was terrible. Look, it starts at 55 seconds. 35 seconds on the cap. Okay. Only 35 seconds. You can probably kill it in 30 if you get the damage really great. Hello, Kageyama. Weird because it looks so similar, but it's definitely plays very different than Spell 1. Why would you do that, dude? Didn't get a notification? Listen, I'm sorry, but like, I don't control Twitch. I can't, I'm not the one who does that. Sorry. You can go blame John Twitch. Actually, blame 11. He probably took your notification. Almost. I do like this section. Get your bookmarked Twitch page. You can bookmark Twitch pages. I guess you could. For loan to buy Twitch. What am I gonna do when I buy Twitch, though? Oop. Make it not shit. Yeah, but like, there's so much you have to do to like make it not shit. Okay, Twitch Mobile, get a bunch of people. Okay, how do we make this not turbo ass? Move ads? Well, you gotta make money something triple the ads, you're right. Gotta make money somehow. So what better way than putting some porn up there as the ads? Honestly, yeah, you want to fucking like make more money? Allow porn ads on here as well. Yeah, I'm not in the mind for this right now. There we go. They didn't necessarily allow hentai. The whole thing was they allowed like very like they allowed like nudity for the sake for like basic art. And then everyone was just, and then like, well, not everyone, but like there was other people like, oh yes, this means we can have porn now, and then they started doing things that were not allowed on Twitch, and then like, oh no, it should be fine. Twitch does have some big no-nos that are questionable. They do Greek sculptures here, yeah, but some people were like, oh, they allowed Greek sculptures to be made. Guess what? I'm gonna make a VTuber model that's completely naked. It's the same thing. It's a real shame that Twitch completely banned all Honey Pop, even if you played censored. It's a real darn shame. I'd become a Honey Pop speedrunner if I could. Guess what now? What now? Oop. Kill those gangs. I do kill a fair number of them. Although I am Raymu, who is aka bad damage in this game. Oop. You see why I tell the 41. Yeah, but here's the thing. You want to make money? Porn on sites that don't normally allow porn. It's the biggest money maker. Like, unironically. You want to get traction? Is that the thing where it makes a flash blue on low HP? I don't know. Don't look at me. I'll pay. I don't. You think I'm looking at the enemies? I'm just trying to survive down here, bro. Certain OnlyFans. That's a site that has porn. People go there for the porn, so it's not interesting there. I'll stop posting feed pics on Twitch here, though. Like, I'll have donations sent in. If you donate $10, you get 1 minute of feed pics on screen. Also, Game Glitcher, I have a question. Lost Branch question. What is your opinion on Inflation Square? Checks that you out would sure up. Yeah, you wouldn't get anything though. My nipples are so hairy, basically covers them. Inflation Square. The black Sakya card take an extra turn, then enemies take an additional extra turn after their next turn. Right, yeah. I've used it single time. Yeah, because here's the thing. I used to have a fairly negative opinion over that card. I was like, it just seems like such a dangerous, such a card. Then last Saturday, I played it with Koishie. Yeah, I was playing Koishie and I got it with Sakya cards. And that run was one of the greatest runs I've ever had. But like that run was also like hard carried by Inflation Square. I have changed my mind on that card. That card is insane. Stream the run? I did. It was last week. It was 1 week ago on Saturday that I streamed it. I did that run. I was just commenting on it now because I was thinking about it since I'm playing Lost Branch later. Especially if you double the Inflation Square. Because I had the, the good old Toish card that look at like 2 or 3 cards, play one of them twice, then exile it. Turns out 2 mana and 0 mana when upgraded just for an extra turn, like, even with the downside, is insane. And the downside's actually not as bad as you think it is. I should kill no one first. I just threw completely, it's over for me. Like, that run, I believe, did beat Seija, and, like, I used Inflation Square there. Like, turns out trying to bulk your way through it a lot easier than you think. And, it's really cheap. And extra turns are very strong. Especially when you get the extra turn very cheap. To be fair, there's a lot of other, like, nuts stuff going on that run, but Inflation Square absolutely did a lot of work. I mean, here's the thing. I thought that's the case, but after playing with it, I kind of realized that's not really the case. Like, the potential scariness of Inflation Square is a lot scarier than the actual scariness of the card, from my brief experience. Like, I was using a lot of Inflation Squares and giving the enemies a turn, but, like, it's still fine. It depends on the enemy. I mean, you give Seija 2 actions, it's fine. Like, to be fair, I think I got Sanai, so, like, that kind of, like, helps out a little bit there, but... No, Inflation Square does not give you time stop debuff. Another big reason why it's really good. Because first of all, you quickly realize how many enemies don't attack 2 turns in a row, or always attack 2 turns in a row. Anyway, all I'm saying is that I was a huge Inflation Square doubter. And then I am no longer a huge Inflation Square doubter. I am now a believer. Oops, this is not what you're supposed to do. Shift the barrier. I mean, I have, like, a couple barrier options, so, like, don't get me wrong, those are definitely useful, but, like, that's not the thing that, like, saved the run is my barrier. Basically, what I realized is that the really scary downside of Inflation Square is not as scary as you said. It's not as scary as you think it is. I can't play it a little bit too fast to the left. This is not an issue. Well, to be fair, there's only one turn if you Inflation Square where she's gonna double attack you, right? The other 2 Seija turns, 2 of the 3 Seija turns, if you click Inflation Square, she's not gonna follow up with 2 attacks. She only follows up with 1, actually. And it's really easy to, like, make sure you don't use it on the one turn that you don't want to use it on. I don't know if I ended up doubling it during the Sage of fight. I don't remember. I also didn't bait that properly. Generally, most of the times I was doing the double inflation square, aka 3 turns for the opponents. I was killing everything by then. Or I was so far ahead by that point that like it didn't matter against most enemies. Sage, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. It's not like it's like the nuts on its own, of course. Like, Inflation Square does need, like, you to have a build going on to make it useful, right? Yeah, but that's the thing. On Seija, you can just... like I said, Seija's incredibly predictable, is the nice thing about her. So you can literally always make sure that her extra turn is wasted. I hate you so much. It is on a non-damaging turn. If you don't have the block. What did I have on that run? But also, like, most enemies that aren't, like, Dorami do not, like, do full damage every turn. So they will do, like, other things. And give you, and make it easier to bolt through than you'd otherwise think. Megumi used to, yeah, true. But she doesn't anymore now. Does she? Inflation Square is phenomenal on Tenchi. I think I had it against Tenchi that run. I fucked the I'm just not thinking when I get to Tsukasa. Sorry, I didn't fuck the Pooch, I fucked the Fox. Anyway, point being, Inflation Square, just better card than... I used to think it was dog shit, and now I think it's really good. That's the worst time to go down. Another enemy that attacks every turn. Yeah, but whoever she summons doesn't always attack every turn. Damn, I think that's actually one of my most viewed Lost Branch videos, too. Even had Dorami in that fight. Or in that run. Frickin' Breck. Is all enemies extra turns. Yeah, but if you're in a multi-enemy battle, you're killing at least one of the enemies before the action. Like if you're playing an extra turn. Like that was the thing. It's like I got the Tanuki battle. You know what I'm talking about. You know, the Suwako Kaneko one, right? And the one with there's two spirits as well, and like I played Inflation Square, but like I think I actually killed everything in one turn, or in like one cycle there. Like, even if I didn't, like, kill everything in one cycle, you know, you kill two or three of the enemies, and you're just fine. Going. Yeah, here's the thing. I was always afraid of it going wrong, too, with Inflation Square, but after playing with it for a bit, I realized that it just doesn't go wrong, really. The upside is so big. Turns out extra turns are really good. Although it doesn't have downside, though. It's a pure... I mean, the downside is it's 5 mana, so it's hard to play. I hate Tsukasa. Why can I not do this? Card. Yeah, but it's 9 mana for a reason. You are next. You are next is disgusting. It's a disgusting card. Holy moly. It generally really wants to be up. Like, it definitely wants to be upgraded to get that off it, but like, the amount of burst you can do with it is just insane. Oop. Listen, the 9 mana extra turn card is arguably the weakest one, but it's like that for a reason. It's also, I think, the only uncommon extra turn card. Like knives? Yeah, but that's why Sakuya A is broken. His knives. Oop. Oop. That needs to be the worst character in the game. I don't know if I don't know if I'd say that. Like, when the only characters in the game were her, Marissa, and Reimu, maybe. Just because Marissa's so fucking good. But like, I feel like Saki, especially Saki A, is definitely stronger than even Chirbo. It's just Chirbo has like usually a more consistent early game. Like, Sakuya B has a really bad early game, which makes her relatively... Although usually her late game potential is stupid. But like, Saki A is disgusting, like, all across the board. I'd argue she's probably like one of the most consistent characters too. I hate that part so much. Hello, Fammy. Listen, I understand that Sakia is a pain to use. And that's in large part just because, like, most people are pretty bad with her. And I was 100% in this list for a while, don't get me wrong. Yeah, Koichi became the new worst, but that's just because Koichi is so bad innately. Like, Koichi just has so many problems. Like, Koichi B is not necessarily great, but, like, Koichi B has the advantage of, like, A, not being Koichi A. But it has the disadvantage of the fact that, like, there's just a lot of really good... Like, most builds are really good. Like, Chirbo B is not great. Probably one of the other weakest characters. Sakia B's early game is just abysmal. Well, it's abysmal some of the time. It's abysmal until you pick up a plate with water, and then you're fine. Fuck you. Juno B just struggles because it's early game. Because, like, Juno... Okay, who's considered best character? Here's the problem with Chirno A. Chirno A has the best Act 1 of any character. Like, generally, like, usually. Just the best Act 1. Chirno A does not have a great late game. Does not have a great late game. Like, Chirno A does have a hard time in the late game. And that's why she's definitely not the best. Like, if you want to pick who, like, the best characters, it's probably Marissa A. Because Marissa A is just disgusting. She's just stupid. I don't know what, you know... Chirno B also can have a scaling issue depending on what you acquire. If you can get your hands on a Calling Friend, you're usually fine, but... Yeah, some great cards. I mean, she definitely does, don't get me wrong, but, like, I don't see... I don't see how Chirno's cards are, on average, going to be better than, like, Sakuya A or Marissa A. Like, I could see putting her above Reimu. For show. And also probably, like, Marissa B and Reimu B. Jiraiya's no late game. Yeah, you'll love Pure Radiant. You love Bo. Bo is so cool, isn't it? And your moves. The best in the game. It's really good casually, just because it does help you with the healing so much. I don't know if I'd say flat the best in the game though. Like, it's definitely up there for sure. But if I were to probably pick the most consistent characters in the game, I'd probably pick, like, Marissa A, Sakuya A, and then probably Chino A. Silverliner ability. Yeah, Rainbow B does have a big swap starting item issue. I mean, there are a number of characters that have a bit of a swap starting item issue. But... Yeah, and they access to gifts given to Transmigration. Yeah, Transmigration is kind of a gross card. Well, yeah, because a lot of those color combinations, like black green was seen as pretty good, right? But like pre-Koishi, just because of what a lot of that shit is. Back before it was a common appearing color. Color combination. Dude, which one am I doing today? I think it's Reimu B that I'm starting with today anyway. I think I just did Koichi A, no swap. So I think we're on... I have a win streak going, and I just did Koichi A? This is unbelievable. By win streak, I mean I think I have a 2-win streak going. Yeah, those black and blue rares, they very well might get nerfed. Like, having innate access to Shivering Nightmare is, kind of stupid. Oh, I went way too aggressive there. Ichigo returning bridge is good, but I don't know if I'd call it peak. Alice wants her hand exiled. I think you misunderstand. Every character wants their hand exiled. Like, for better or for worse, the most consistent way to break a run open is just to just to exile your hand. Should it be with all his teammates? Yep. Like, obviously, you're not going to exile your hand with Chirno B when you have 7 teammates sitting in your hand. And you're like, why would I do that? That's so weird. But Chirno B usually has lots of sources of teammates, and if you're risking 1 to 2 teammates, for the sake of exiling 8 cards, 7-8 cards, you usually take it. Get my very happy as you go and stop me, and then you'll cry when you walk into Tenchi. Act like Shivering Nightmare? Yeah. I mean, Act 1 Yin-Yang Confluence is already, like, disgusting, and Act 1 Shivering Nightmare is arguably better. Because you're also, yeah, even though it is colorless, you're also getting mana. Oh, now I remember. So the freaking well, I was trying to remember what the run was exactly. The run I had last Saturday with the Inflation Square. It was the poison every turn card. The like 4 poison on every enemy every turn. That was the catalyst of the run. I won like almost every fight based off of poison damage. Says innate fall into poverty. I mean the card that like most people will never click because it has a drawback to it, and God forbid people play a card with a drawback. Colors, so you go permanently upgrade your library. That's black, blue, I believe. No, is that blue white? No, that's not blue white. Is it black white? I think it's black white now that I think about it. To be fair, Chirno does have an innate benefit to all of her kits because she has access to Dupion. Browse go if people with go alone. I mean, you can do that with any character. But she has access to Dupion too. Yeah, but Chirno's better. Okay. But that is true. One of Koishi's best aspects, like one of the things that makes her like potentially strong, is the fact that she has access to Dupion. Think you've ever seen the movie card ever? I've seen it a few times. It's a good card. It's not great, but it's good. rares, and green rares are really strong. Yeah, I mean, it has, what is it, what's the Kyoko card? I think it's Kyoko on the title that, like, grab a card from your discard pile, give it Echo. Or turn to hand, give it Echo. That one's really disgusting. What are the other good green rare cards? Neutral ones. I mean, there's like the perfect time stop detective card or whatever. That's Sakia, so that's not neutral. It's also super multicolored. Wait, is that card even Kyoko on it? Is it not Chirno on there? Now that I think about it, it is Chirno on it, isn't it? Obviously, the greatest rare card is a green card of all time. That is Perfect Prime. Ooh, I killed her. Blue card, see freeze and the Lotus and Mamizo card. Oh yeah, that Mamizo card. I mean, are all the green neutral rares that disgusting? The Mamizo card is kind of iffy. Yeah, good get out. Bamboo Cutter is cool, but like really situational. Beatrice is disgusting, and the Lotus is also phenomenal. No, I was thinking of the green rare card, but now that I think about it, it's a Chirno card, the one where you grab something from your discard pile and give an Echo. I thought it was Kyoko on the cover of that one as well, but then I remembered it's actually Chirbo. Oop. I wasn't thinking about Matt Nemco, I was thinking about the rare one. The one that's better. What am I doing? I can't foresee you. What card are you talking about? Matrix? Oh yeah, that's... It's just so much money to spend on that it's insane. Don't worry, one day Perfect Crime will see use. Yeah, well, the problem with it is it's kind of like theoretically a good effect, but like 5 block a turn just isn't that. Rabbits is fun. I'm not going to deny that it's not fun, but like there's a difference between fun and good. Unfortunately, at times. In the same vein, I don't know the like I lose a large number of runs. Don't get me wrong. I don't know the last time I lost a run to the rabbits were. Cool. And then the problem is everywhere else with Perfect Crime. What they should do to Perfect Crime is they should just make it cost 1 mana and then upgrade it cost 0. Just to see if it if people actually still can even find anything from it. Isn't that good? No, it is unfortunate that I think it exists. It's one of those cards that it exists because it exists in Slay the Spire, so they made that rare 2 card like inspired off of that effect. The problem is that Lost Branch has a higher base power level than Slay the Spire. So when you copy an effect like that 1-to-1 over, it just doesn't carry over in the way that you want it to. Perfect Crime needs to replenish. I mean, if you add Replenish, then it is effectively a free card, which is nice. But I feel like it needs Retain. Yeah, because first of all, it's super expensive, 4 mana at base, and even when upgraded, like if you're going out of your way to upgrade this, it's still 2 mana. And then it's like, for what? Like, the problem is, it's like, there's only certain fights where you can actually get value out of it. Then the rare turn comes, like, I've gotten it early before. Like, I've stumbled into an early card before. I go against Aya, and then I don't draw a single turn it's relevant. And the card ends up being completely dead because of it. Like, even on fights like Aya, where it's like, you can get value out of it. It's like you'd need Retain or something to make it decent. Because otherwise, oops, I only draw it on the turn she's not attacking or she's doing her Pierce effect. Guess what? Literally did nothing. And it wasn't upgraded at the time, so it couldn't... It's not like I could get value of just stealing Grace and then shooting her. So unfortunately, again, it just doesn't quite, it's just way too inconsistent to do anything. Okay, time to forget to time this down again. Tatsuzumi, thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. I hope whatever you were doing went well. I'm just dying to this game. Nothing new, but hello people. Did I edge her enough? I did. 20 stuff was decent. Well, it's better than bad, so sometimes you gotta take what you can get. What? Up. That one's very lived longer than I was expecting. Son of a bleep. Yeah, if it steals Marissa's firepower, I'd assume the firepower lingered, or it would stay back because of how Marissa's passive works. Although I don't think I've ever tried to steal firepower against her. But that's also because I don't take Perfect Cryo. Listen, you already know my opinion on playing as Koichi. And my opinion on Perfect Cryo. Neat. I don't have a particularly good record against Nikkei today, so, excuse me, Michael Cat today, so surely it'll go fine this time again. Get me 2 in a row after I started like 0-6. Don't do me like that. He did me like that. So weird. In what way are you referring to it? I assume it should just be a bunch of random checks. Check 1, see how much firepower the opponent has, and then check 2, see how much spirit. Check 3, look for barrier. Check 4, look for graves, or whatever other effects. And then that's that, right? Like, along that line is what I would expect. Oh, only 1.98. Okay, Michael K, you're gonna have to start acting better now, or else I'm gonna get the urge to go back and start doing more Sadio. Have a good one, 11. Hard. Brings the card choose. All actions are created elsewhere. There's battle action 1, 2. That's steal action. Modular. It's probably to make it easier to like slap onto like future cards. I would assume. Like create a universal effect and then just have the card like hold the effect, right? Because that's like the only card that steals things, right? At least non-modded card that like does that type of thing, if I'm not mistaken. Or anything along that line. And because I know there's like a modded Yomu card that's similar, probably uses the same effects. So it's probably done so for that purpose, so that it's easier to add onto something new. Eek. I didn't take that well. Oh! I was farther to the right than I thought. Okay, whatever. Let's just go back to more Sanyo. I'm sorry, Game Glitcher, but I don't speak in coding. Schizo wrote it? Well, that might, like, there's a chance you're right. Looking at how the development process for that game works, it's not the most for far-fetched thing. Son of a beach! It's always the fourth. It's not always the fourth. I'm just complaining for the sake of complaining. Damn, at least I'm getting that right now. Separate check with 10 firepower spirit. But you only steal the temporary spirit in that situation, right? Or like the temporary firepower. So you wouldn't really get the long-term benefits, right? Or do you steal it and convert it to regular firepower? Yeah, so you'd only steal the temporary aspect, which is... How many enemies even, like, use temporary firepower or spirit? Actually, yeah, because I tried to think of it on top of my head. I was like, and I was trying to think. I cannot think of a single enemy that creates temporary firepower. Some of them inflict temporary firepower down on you. I know that. So I don't think you can ever actually get value out of that. Scammed. I mean, you were scammed the moment you grabbed Perfect Crime, right? The Perfect Crime isn't actually what you're doing with the cards. What the card's doing to you being in your... It's the Perfect Crime, the fact that it's in your deck. Well, they probably allowed it to steal the perma-flawless because if it didn't, like, again, the card is so bad it needs whatever it can get, right? dealing 0 damage. Bro's a hater. Listen, if there's anything I'm gonna hate in Lost Prey, it's my ability to die to non-free again. Listen, I'll say this. I think the card existing is good. Okay. I also think it's a terrible dog shit card. But I think it's a good card to exist. It is not my time. My New Maros were going good. Fortunately, nothing else really has. But that's fine. Still in the slow build-up process. Especially with how lovely this boss fight is. Is it throwing if you die to Sanyo? Last I checked, she's just painful like that. Hello again, Light General. Light General, what's your opinion on Sanyo? Yeah, it was too low by that point. I didn't know where else I was supposed to look on that wave. I'm happy with what I've been with how much better I've been getting on Non 1. And a bit on Spell 1, although it definitely feels inconsistent. Sakuya? Did I say Sanyo? I mean, you could answer for Sakuya as well. I don't mind. Game Glitcher, what's your opinion on Sakuya? Listen, it's okay, Light General. Some of us have our Aya Mondays on a Saturday. We understand. You know, Sunny really is. Kids these days, unbelievable. Care for her. I know you don't care about Sakuya. That's why I was asking. Oh man, I am not having my non-sleeves right now. Would you want Hantu to watch or go away? Why watch when, like, could she just join in? Question mark? What are you questioning me for? You're the one who asked the question. I'm answering. And oh, okay, I get it. That was bad. Is there a problem with my answer? I don't think there is. Like, isn't that one of the things though on is you can take advantage of the fact that, like, she can, like, temporarily create clones? Oh, man, I'm not having the time of my life. I'm like having to pivot around and figure out where I'm going to have the time of my life, though. Question. I answered the question for him. Once again, that was one of those things where I feel like if you do it long enough, the game should just decide, you know what, you deserve the cap.
Oh, again, that was so good, dude.
Take turns with them? Why take turns when you could go at the same time? One of the many questions of life.
Whoa! What do you mean? So you're the one asking the suspect question, and when I answer the suspect question, why is that what's sus?
Like General does raise a good point here. Actually, hold on, I gotta ask Light General the important question. Okay, Light General. You have to kill on, do you? My favorite type of question. Huh? You heard me. If you have to kill on, do you? Oh, don't walk into the ball. I forgot where the line was to dodge the wave, so that I panicked, I had to move over, and then I lost where I need to be. And also, it's a hard micro. You're not answering the question like General.
Oh, come on! I went through all that just to die like that.
Okay, hold on. Before you do that, hold for a sec. I'm gonna move on to branch shortly, but I'm gonna pee and get some water before I do like another 5-10 minutes of this. looked up on there's 2 paragraphs that would give the Reimu beats her dog. I can't believe Reimu would do this. Actually, never mind. I absolutely can't believe Reimu would do this. Also, I've received word that the people I normally hang out with on Saturday are sick. So you know what that means? That means we get 2 Lost Branch runs later. Remember Non 2? Not that I would ever forget this Non. I've never done that before. Oh yeah, if I had to answer one. If you had to marry one of the Kadias, well, if you marry one of them, you marry all of them. But, sure, I'll take the moon one. You're like, no, for real. Curious much. Says he likes blue. Which color is purple? Curious. Every time I get late in that spell, I panic. I start to sweat thinking that I might actually get it, and then I panic. Change it. No. Purple's the best color of all colors. So like, I'm not saying it's bad. I was just curious. Okay. You know, I'm talking, so I don't have to type in chat. But like, if you looked at my color, it would be purple. It's very clearly best color. I want to get my perfect Miss tomorrow. I now have my perfect Megamoo. I have my perfect Sanyos. I need my perfect. God, where's this shot caller? Come on, I already posted that Hassan meme with On and Reimu, like, whenever that happened a couple months ago. She's not on a rock. Yeah, but she's no longer a rock, though, right? Like, she was a statue, and now she's not. Touhou logic. Is that the same thing with Narumi as well? Does that make Narumi technically a yokai?
Speaking of Okina, Game Glitcher, what are your thoughts on the new Okina drama, though? Like, where's your political stance on this? See where I will get the hot pick because she's a rock. I just assumed it was because she's a dog, and you know, dogs don't like to get wet. Well, some dogs. Okay, you know what? Let's take what we got. Not as good as yesterday, but still fine. We take what we get and say we'll be back tomorrow. But